Okay, just a quick overview where we're at with the frame for our cottage. I have everything laid out except for the rafters. So if we come down here, I've got 8x10s for the tie beams. So you can see the tenon layout right here. So the tie beams coming into the posts, draw here, there's one up here. This is where the tie beam will come in, and then the plate will run through here. So you can see a little bit more layout right there. And on some of these posts, they were really out of square and bowed, so snapped chalk lines, and all the joinery got laid out off of those chalk lines. See how curved they were. So you can probably see the bow in that one right there. And then off of the tie beams, we're gonna have the king posts. So you got a tenon right there, and then another one running perpendicular. They're all labeled corresponding to each other. And then the plates with the scarf joints are sitting down here, and they have all of their brace and tenon layout that I did before I took the scarves that I test fitted back apart. And then the braces all over here. And my dad actually drilled all these holes one day when he was here. So now we just need to cut the shoulders for the tenons and just finish cutting them out. So that's where we're at. Everything's pretty much good to go. I'm gonna go over everything one more time and double check measurements and layout and stuff. And then we can pretty much just be cutting.
Just getting the first scarf actually together. So the joint is basically where Eric is. He still needs to cut about 2 feet off of this end to the left, but that is about the length of the cottage. It's really exciting to see it come together. You happy with it so far?
I'm pretty happy with it. Go to the other side. The other side looks best. This timber is slightly wider than this one, so, but we want it flat on the outside face.
Yeah.
So we'll have to maybe chamfer that or kind of plane it down to make it look a little cleaner. So it'll be all good. This is the ridge too, so it'll be all the way up top.
Okay.
So you won't even really see it that much.
So then it gets a wedge from each side.
Yeah, I need to basically make a block this big, saw it diagonally into wedges, and then I'll drive the wedges from both sides, and it'll push this way and this way to tighten it up. All right, so I just kind of roughed up some wedges. Basically just made this stick and then cut it in half, and then it was kind of the wrong size, so I've been planing it down. But in the scarf, it goes in this little square here. So go one from one side, one from the other, and now I'm gonna tap them together, and it should pull these points tighter. And then I'll have to probably clean up some spots here and there, and I'll just keep working on both points and keep driving the wedges till it comes together nicely. Alright, that's as far as it's gonna go this time. Oh, okay, so yeah, this is pretty good, but it's hitting on this part on the back side. So I just need to kind of saw that out a little bit and drive the wedges some more. All right, we got a fully connected plate. Got the scarf together. Cut the noses, or curved them so that they would fit together nicely, and drove the wedges a bit more. So now I just need to lay out where all the posts go on here.
and then take it back apart to cut the joinery.
Okay, just a little bit about the scarf joints. Sorry, there's some generator noise, some tractor noise. My parents are actually here and they're helping Tess get her chicken coop set up, which is awesome. But these are the plates that'll sit on top of the posts. And I may have talked about it, but the whole length is 32, a little bit over 32 feet. So we're actually using two connected together with what is called a scarf joint. So laid all these out, and then I cut these spots with a small circular saw, and then I just used the bigger saw to cut down both sides of these and plunge cut in here. And then I just kerfed these out. So now I'm gonna chisel out this section. Get rid of all these tripping hazards.
Just making a template for us to lay out all of our braces for the timber frame, because there's, I can't remember, 28 or 32 of them, so it'll be quite a bit faster. I have a line here where I'll put little blocks as a little reference point, and that'll hit the edge of the brace, and then I can just trace our diagonal lines on either side. And then all I have to do is go back and mark a couple other points, and I have the length of the brace. It's a whole lot faster than measuring each one by hand, so I'm gonna try to cut this with the circular saw and put little blocks on it. Alright, so template seems to be working out alright. Basically use it to mark this diagonal line first on both sides, and it gives me a specific width that I can mark this with the combo square, and then lay out the tenon and the peg. So this is going to be super helpful. Gonna use it to lay out the braces on all of these guys.
Okay, I'm working on the tie beams for the cottage. These 3 bigger ones right here. So I've got the tenons roughed out with the saw. So I just need to do a couple more cuts, knock these off, and I'm actually gonna drill these tenons for the pegs after I get these blocks off. So I don't have to drill through all of this. Every time in the past that I've done it, just drilled all the way down past the tenon, but those were the power drills. So save a little bit of work on our arms. So yeah, working on the tie beams today. Might drill a little bit more on the posts. I drilled everything, all of the peg holes for the braces on the tie beams the other day, but I forgot in the middle, there's a post that comes down and sits on the tie beam. I forgot to drill those holes. So I'm gonna drill those first and then finish the tenons and then probably start on the brace housings after that.
Is this one I just did? So we just started boring out excess material basically for the mortises. So we're actually about to start chiseling the very first mortise, right?
Yeah.
Which when we did the shed felt like it was the most time-consuming part of this whole part to me.
Yeah, it definitely was.
So we have you have the tenons done, we have most of the peg holes done, and
On the tie beams, yeah.
on the tie beams. A lot more to do on other things.
Yeah, we haven't done any of the tenons on anything else.
Okay, so lots to do. But it's exciting to start the mortises. We're like fully into the bulk of the timbers, so
Yeah.
it's going pretty well though, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. My arms are tired from this guy, but otherwise, not bad.
Yeah.
Nice day. It's gonna get really cold tonight, but we still have a few hours of daylight left, so we'll see how many of these we can get done. So the mortises are starting looking like this, and then after we drill out some of the material, there's 4 holes through here and then 1 here.
Yeah, we cut with the saw down through here to define the edges of it, and then drill out the waste, and then we'll chisel this off right here, and then chisel down and clean that up.
Here is what the mortise looks like when it's done. We figured we have, I think, 56 of these to do, all in all. We're like 7 or 8 in to that. It's going pretty well, but it's very manual labor. Not something I hate though, honestly. It's pretty rewarding.
Okay, so we're almost done with the posts, and tapping's already done. Just one more mortise for a brace right here that needs to go out, and we'll be done with the posts. So Tess will probably work on that one later, and I think I'm going to start on the braces. So we're, I don't know, maybe a little bit over halfway with the timbers for the cottage. Hopefully in a week or two we'll be getting close to being ready to put it, but there's a lot of little details along the way. I need to put in anchors for the posts. So yeah, there's some different things I need to get sorted out. Coming along.
first brace is done. Well, it's almost done. Show where the line is that you're cutting.
Oh, the curve?
Yeah. Yeah, so that'll be cut out, so it'll have a curve there. But other than that, it's done. Looks like it fits really well in that one.
Yeah.
Normally I wouldn't do this to braces, but because we don't have a chain mortiser right now, I'm doing this so we don't have to chisel out as much mortise. And the braces are bigger than we would have normally done because of the curve. So it's basically, if they were 4x6s, this is about how big the tenon would be anyway.